Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, or whenever you're watching us. I hope you're doing well, our dear students of level A, grade 9. Today we are focusing on lesson 2 of unit 2. And this would be found in your course books, page 16. The title is My Style. The one's style is determined by, yes, the way he looks and the way he's dressed. Thank you for this. So how would you describe your attitude to clothes and fashion? Now, think of the way you go shopping for clothes. Which side, or let's say which fashion would you like to go with? Is it the formal one? Is it the sports way? Or it depends on the occasion or the place you're going to? Think of that and I'll be waiting for the answers. Now let's look at the 4 characters here we have for the reading part, and straightforward, the task is to match the texts to the pictures. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 different pictures and under them 4 different texts, and we don't know who goes for whom. We have 4 names: Gabrielle, Mayar, Becky, and Ricky. So we need to match them with 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll try to give you 2 to 3 minutes to skim the reading text quickly on your own. Then you match them for finding the proper people. Please do this. Okay, I hope you post the video for, when you pause the video for a little bit, it would help you to get straightforward to the point. So if you're looking at here, we have some keywords under each text and or within. Like if you're looking at number 1, she's talking about how shopping for clothes is time consuming, so it takes a lot of time. I wear casual clothes, jeans, sports, shoes, sweatshirts for girls. So these are all words that can lead you to either Mayar or Becky, but she's talking about sports and stuff. So number 1 is, thank you, number 1 is Becky. Now let's look at number 2. How would I describe my attitude to clothes? I wouldn't say I was fashion conscious, and we need to underline this word together because we're coming back to it. So fashion conscious. I'm quite stylish. I don't like tight-fitting clothes. You know, when something is tight, so it's that, yes, it's that tough. It's fitting to your body. But I don't like baggy. So he doesn't like the tight fitting or the baggy. So something in between. I might wear tracksuit bottoms at home, but I never go out in them. You know, the tracksuit bottoms. The tracksuit is something that you wear while you go jogging. So the bottoms are the bottom parts that you wear. Only the pants, as we say. So if you look at here, he is, thank you, he's Gabrielle. Now let's look at 3. People say I look scruffy, but I don't care what I look like, and we're going to circle this word together, scruffy. But I don't care what I look like. All I need is an old t-shirt, Converse shoes, and also I really don't like wearing formal clothes. Don't even go there. We had a family photo taken for my sister's wedding, and I had to look smart. So it's something tiring for him to look smart. He always, you know, he's always sporty that way. But people say he is scruffy. So we still have 2 people to focus on. We have Ricky and Mayar, and it seems that he is, thank you, scruffy. I'm sorry, Ricky is the scruffy person. Now we have number 4, last but not least, We know by heart it should be mayor, but we need to read and make sure that she is the one. So I like wearing pastel shades, and we also circle the pastel shades like pale blue, and pale pink. I think they suit me, so she likes sorts of those colors, and as you can see, she's wearing them in the form of skirt and blouse for girls. So she likes those colors, and this is very important to highlight. I guess for the words, we know most of them except for the words we highlighted, and we'll add also the word celebrities. Celebrities at the end of this, or the fourth paragraph. What do I mean by celebrities? Thank you, yes, famous people who are known by everyone in the society. Now let's look at number 2. Work in pairs, find these words in the text, say what they mean. If we look at them on quick basis, we know casual. If you're wearing casual clothes, so they are, thank you, informal. Number 2, fashion conscious. Fashion conscious. Fashion conscious. And we said we need to highlight. The word conscious means, yes, you're aware of something. So if you are fashion conscious, it means that you're aware of the latest things are in fashion. 3, stylish. Yes, in good style. 4, baggy, which is loose fitting. Thank you, it's not tight. Or tight, we can say. Scruffy. Scruffy is untidy. Thank you. Formal. Yes, we know the meaning of formal, so it's suitable for official occasions. Also someone who looks smart, so he's well dressed and tidy. Yes, pastel shades, and this is something we need to highlight. When I say pastel, so it's pale. The pastel shades of color, so it's the pale color. Like when I say pastel yellow, so it's pale yellow. Pastel blue, so it's pale blue, and so on. That's great to know. Now, number 3 is a writing part. We don't need to get closer to it, but now the use of English is something we need to look at. But before that, we'll get back to the previous page. I want you to look at this language too. This is something very, very important to me. And as you can see, we have the example. If you look at your books, we had a family photo taken for my sister's wedding. So we have this kind of structure, have or had, and afterwards the object itself, which is a photo or a family photo, and then the past participle taken, which refers to what? It refers that something is being done for you by someone else. It's being done for you by someone else. So I say, for example, I had my hair cut by the barber. So I had my hair cut. So I'm not the one who cut my hair, but someone else cut that for me. Or you can say, I had my thobe suit, for example, by someone. So this can be, I had my car repaired by the mechanic, and so on. So we will have more examples on that in the upcoming few steps. But let's look at this here, which is verbs or ing. We're saying them. We'll start the sentences by ing, like shopping. If we're talking about shopping, doesn't interest me, for example. Or ing can come as an object, like I like shopping. I like going shopping, no problem. Or even you're complimenting something after verb to be, like, and another thing is I really don't like is wearing. So after verb to be here, look at this, wearing. So we have 3 cases for ing here, as from the reading. If you start with it as a subject, or an object, or after verb to be. And here we can complete the sentences so they are true for us. Like ing, for example, doesn't interest me. People would say playing computer games. Others would say shopping, and so on. I like swimming. Thank you. Something I really don't like is maybe surfing the net. So it depends on every one of you. Now, last but not least, we have the listening part in this. We have two structures here, or two ideas we're going to focus on. The first task is to listen to Ricky, and we're talking only about Ricky from exercise 1, talking to his friend Sam. What is Sam surprised about? Sam is surprised about something that Ricky will tell him. We need to find it out. So now we're going to play the audio. You need to listen carefully and find what is Sam surprised about.
Track 3. Hi Ricky, how was your weekend? Good. What did you do? Well, on Saturday morning, I went to the skateboard park with my uncle. Your uncle? You mean the one who's a doctor? Yes, that's right. He's a surfer, but he likes skateboarding too. Cool. Yes, skateboarding is good for surfing. It helps you get good balance. Did you stay there all day? No. In the afternoon, I went into town with Fred and Angus. We went to the new sports shop in the high street, skate and surf. What's it like? Cool. I got a couple of really good t-shirts. That sounds good. I must go. Well, let me know when you want to go and I'll come with you.
Okay, so how did you find his surprise? Which part was...
Track 3. Hi Ricky, how was your weekend? Good.
So which part was he surprised about? Yes, there were many parts, but there is a common one, or a very clear one at the very beginning. Yes, thank you. When they were talking about his uncle, thank you. And he said, your uncle, you mean the one who's a doctor? Yes. But what was surprising about that? Thank you, that he is a skateboarder. So you can say he was surprised because his uncle was a skateboarder. Now we have another task here. Reread Ricky's text in exercise 1, which is text 3. You listen again and write down the inconsistency between what Ricky says in the text and what he says in the conversation. What do I mean by inconsistency? Thank you. So there is something that is not the same, or it contradicts. They are opposite ideas. He said something, and then in the reading part, he previously mentioned the opposite. So take a minute, read the part, then we will listen again to the conversation, and then we can see what is, or what the inconsistency is.
Track 3. Hi Ricky, how was your weekend? Good. What did you do? Well, on Saturday morning, I went to the skateboard park with my uncle. Your uncle? You mean the one who's a doctor? Yes, that's right. He's a surfer, but he likes skateboarding too. Cool. Yes, skateboarding is good for surfing. It helps you get good balance. Did you stay there all day? No. In the afternoon, I went into town with Fred and Angus. We went to the new sports shop in the high street, skate and surf. What's it like? Cool. I got a couple of really good t-shirts. That sounds good. I must go. Well, let me know when you want to go and I'll come with you. Track 3.
So after you listen to that, yes, thank you, that the inconsistency is really apparent here when he said, I'll come with you to the shopping. However, he mentioned that he's not that interested, or he doesn't like going for shopping or going shopping. So this is something that is opposite to his previous words. Now, after we finished that, we need to have a quick look at the workbook exercises. And if you look at here, what has just happened, or what's just happened, write a caption for each picture following this model. You can find this easily in your workbooks, page 12. So this is someone who's coming out of the, from a place where he wants to get his trousers repaired. And as you can see, he has had his trousers repaired. Now let's look at this professional photographer. Someone, yes, he has had his photo taken. He has had his photo taken. Now let's look at 3. This is a hairdresser and she's coming out. So she's had her hair done. She's had her hair done. Now let's look at number 4. The dry clean. The dry clean. So he's had his jacket cleaned. He's had his jacket cleaned. Now let's look at the shoes seller and we say, yes, she's had her shoe done. She's had her shoes made, for example. Okay, now the last one for the dressmaker. Yes, she's had her dress made. She has had her dress made. And always remember the past participle form of the verb. Now looking at the other ones, they are all easy to go with, like this exercise number 2 in the upcoming page. Change the underlined words here from a noun into an adjective to complete each sentence. So he's got a great sense of style. So he always looks very stylish. Thank you. Oh dear, this jumper looks like a bag on me. It's much too baggy. Thank you. So you will go with the rest of them, and this would be the end of our lesson today. I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the upcoming lesson. Assalamu alaikum.